And we are live. Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are about to get into our review for Basketball Wives LA and Orlando. I'm sorry I did not come to y'all with it last week. I was planning on it. I promise I really was planning on it. But y'all, the way my energy has been, I have been so drained. Okay. I have been so drained. Like I literally had to force myself to do the video that I gave y'all. What I think it was on Sunday regarding like Mendices and Yandy and Kelly Rowland and all of that. But like, girl, my energy, I have been so tired. Do you hear me? So that's why we're gonna go ahead on this particular video and do last week's episode if y'all don't mind. Okay, we're gonna do us a recap of last week, and then we're also going to get into the recap for last night. Okay, when I say the Basketball Wives Orlando are definitely giving us things that we could talk about. I feel like LA giving us a little bit of something, but I feel like the girl, I really had a whole lot of opinion. Okay, at least that's what I think when I was watching it. But we'll get into the notes and see what the notes are saying. Okay. So make sure that you guys are coming out into the video, supporting the channel by liking the video, help put it through the algorithm because this is last minute. You know what I'm saying? When I decided to pop this up here, so I know notifications did not go out to everyone. First of all, they don't go out to everybody anyway. They already send it out to a small percentage of people, period, girl. But anywho, so definitely support your girl by liking up the video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Okay. But yeah, first up, let's go ahead and get into Basketball Wives. What's up, everybody? Hey y'all, what's up? Yes, we are live. Y'all come on into the room so that we could talk about this show. So Basketball Wives LA, on last week's episode, we see where Brittany and Evelyn link up and they talk about last night and how Vanessa kind of came at Evelyn wrong or whatever. And Brittany says that what Vanessa did was protect her friend like anybody else would want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like we always try to do, we always trying to protect our friends. So what she saw Vanessa do with Evelyn wasn't too different. And I'm kind of like, well, Brittany, you must not have all the details because this shit is old. I understand you want to protect your friend, but what she did was old. But at the same time, I loved how Brittany Slick clocked Evelyn when she was pretty much like, yeah, the same way you was over there doing with Shawnee and the Shaq situation. I said, girl, you better clock her. I'm liking Brittany on the show. Some part of her kind of makes me think of Drea a little bit. I don't know. Maybe because we heard so much about Drea before we actually met Drea on the show. And I feel like Drea was one of those people that kind of said whatever came to her mind as well. Like it should be just this normal thing to just say whatever you feel or however you feel. And that's something that I like about Brittany. She ain't really faking it, okay, at this time. So I'm like, I like Brittany. So Evelyn lies and says that she wasn't being protective of her good friend Shani. She just wanted to clear the air. And I'm like, no, you were kind of being protective of your friend when you follow up and tell Brittany that these are things that she should, pretty much let somebody know, like get them a heads up. That's not necessarily clearing the air. And if you wanted to clear the air, you could have had a side conversation with your friend like you're doing now instead of airing this girl out in front of Shawnee. You pretty much put your good girl on the spot, but you want to kind of what's the term? What I'm looking for? You put her on the spot, but you want to kind of be a mentor to her and guide her through the group and change her image and all this extra stuff as if she asked you for that. Let me tell y'all something. Brittany and Evelyn gonna clash in a minute. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I think that Evelyn's gonna overstep her position in that girl life, and Brittany gonna collect her the same way she did with Brooke. So that's what I'm seeing with them. What else happened? I believe Brittany kind of felt like that was a setup. Yeah. Oh, what I was thinking to myself was when Evelyn was talking to Brittany about this, I said, Evelyn, it does not matter because Shawnee did not care. Okay. She and Shaq, they've been friends. They ain't been together. She has no intentions of being with this man. Who Shaq sticks his peen in and what he does really ain't none of Shawnee's concern for real. And she doesn't care. So y'all doing a whole lot of. Of course, they talk about mommy guilt and stuff because people think that Brittany is getting a lot of money because her baby daddy is in the NBA, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, so she's not really getting money like that. So she has to get out here and pretty much hustle and do what she got to do to get her money. and it leaves her in the space of having, mommy guilt. But even if Brittany wasn't out here hosting parties and she was out here acting, any job, if she was out here, I hate to say it, but if she was out here working Walmart all the time, working McDonald's or whatever, I feel like Brittany would still feel mommy guilt that she has to work so much and be away from her child. That's what I think. I think that she still would feel that way regardless at the end of the day. And that's just how the world is set up, child. You got to pay these bills, honey. They want to force people to bring these babies into the world, child. Bring these babies into the world, but they ain't trying to lower inflation or do anything. Lower this rent to make it easier on folks on that. So people got to get all these multiple jobs and stuff just to take care of these kids. Because then if y'all don't take care of them kids, then girl, you're gonna be in court somewhere. It's gonna be some defects and things going on, honey. Hello. But then some people need to have defects called on them, but they ain't never called. Hey, Krishan, how are you, baby? But anyway, let's keep it going. Thank you so much for the super chat. Your content has helped me through my storm. Thank you so much. That is so good to hear. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see what else. So Vanessa calls Amy, y'all. And this is the friend that she has been having her back to the end when it comes to this whole Evelyn and whoever situation. Okay. Vanessa calls Amy and tells her about the dinner with Evelyn and how the term home wrecker and just the woman being a home wrecker in general triggers her. Girl, if you do not STOP, I do not know what to tell you. Let me tell you, I want to be here for Vanessa so bad, y'all, but I'm not. I'm not going to be here for her with the Evelyn, and I'm not going to be here for her with the Jen as of yet, okay? Not featuring Vanessa, okay? She says that she knows how it feels to have a woman come in and try and ruin your marriage. I understand that. But what does that have to do with you? Please explain to the people, what does that have to do with you? Stop doing that, okay? Stop putting the SHI off on the other woman. That's my motherfucking problem with you, Vanessa. Stop putting it off on the other woman and put it off on the man, okay? And I'm gonna remind you every single time, that is my biggest issue with you. Let's talk about what your man did, and let's talk about how you responded. Did you run his ass out of the house? What did you do to that man? Anywho, so Amy lets Vanessa know that she understands her emotions and concerns. And it was something about that conversation for me. Then I just wonder about their friendship, because I feel like Amy and Vanessa's friendship is a lot of Amy understanding Vanessa, but not enough of Vanessa understanding Amy, if that makes sense. I feel like their friendship often is in a space where Amy is often trying to please Vanessa because she knows that she can go off the hinges at any moment, but Vanessa never really stops and considers Amy's feelings and things. And I'm just like, girl, I don't know how this your friend for a long periodically time. Like, how are y'all even cool? Like who, huh? How is that even the thing? But okay. So anywho, let's keep going. So Amy lets Vanessa know that she understands her emotions, her concerns, but that was then and this is now, okay? And I'm good. And actually, I'm good with everybody. So whatever you do, it's not on me. Hello? That's not on me, baby. That's on you. And Amy says that Amy says she understands why it may have been triggering for her or something like that. No, Amy says she understood why it may be triggering for her, but don't put that on me, because now the things that you're doing is pretty much affecting me and my family. So keep me out your BS. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't need to use me as a storyline. And that is my biggest thing too. You don't need to use this shit happened 10 years ago. What is going on in your life and what is going on with you, Vanessa? What's up with what you got going on, baby girl? That's all America needs to know about. We don't need you trying to bring a person into this that's not even on this show. Why would you do that? And then for me, I would be cussing my friend out. I don't know. I don't know if it would have been so nice and gentle of a conversation. For real. Because if Vanessa gives me the type of person, you gotta snatch her real quick and get her together. Because we good over here. Why are you bringing mess to my door? If my son and her son have to coexist, like clearly they're siblings. Okay. And they have been siblings for 10 years. They're about the same age. We're really close. Our relationship is great. You can't tell me that you love me as a best friend for all these years and then go and try and create some bullshit from years ago. We not doing that. I don't know what you own, but I'm not on that with you. Okay. Thank you, Jamie, for the super chat. Vanessa did an interview with DJ Richie Scott. Oh, I saw a snippet of that. I did not. I meant to go back and watch that full interview. But I did see a snippet on, I believe it was Reality Chat. So shout out to them. And she still wasn't making sense. Kept saying she was doing it for the people. Girl, what people? Never found out. A mess. See, I'm gonna have to go watch it in totality. Is what I'm gonna have to do. Thank you for the super chat, girl. But I did see a snippet of it. I can't remember what the snippet was that I saw, but I remember seeing that. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, so what else? Jen and Jackie meet up, and she tells Jackie about her man and how he's so amazing. And she says Christian is very mature and makes her happy, and she feels fulfilled, and he's her best friend and stuff. So Jen is in a good place as of now when it comes to the relationship that she has with this young man. So we'll see how that's gonna go. You know, relationships haven't been going so well for Jen over the past few years. It doesn't mean that this one can't go well for her. But I think he has a lot of suspicious things surrounding him that may not make sense, you know. And we'll get to that once we get to the next episode, and I'll tell y'all what my thoughts were on that. So Brooke still grieving her daughter as we expected. So that's another thing, okay? And I cannot tell a person, I've never lost a child. I don't know how that feels. I'm sure she's going to grieve forever. I don't even think that I don't think that's something that you just be okay with in a year. I think she's going to grieve forever. And even though it's been, I believe, just a year, it's still extremely, extremely fresh for her because this year has went by so quick. So I know for her, it's like, dang, it just happened last month, you know? So I really hate that for Brooke, but I will say this. As the show progresses, I don't want to see Brooke use it as an excuse as for why she may react or overreact for things. Okay. I don't want to see that, you know. But again, I'm not in her shoes necessarily to really know because she that may be exactly why she's responding or acting the way that she does. Okay. Now let's get to Giselle, Brittany, and Vanessa. So Vanessa tells them about the 10 years issue about Evelyn and stuff like that or whatever. I feel like Vanessa could have been trying to downplay it from what I could recall when she was talking to the ladies, but it wasn't working. Maybe she was trying to make it make sense or something, and it wasn't going. So Giselle tells her to let that SHI go and to try to know Evelyn from now. I said, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you, Jay. I am with you. Let that go and get to know this lady from where you are right now. Now, if you would have came on the show and said that you ain't like what she did when it came down to OG, now listen, girl, I probably would have been on your side a little bit, girl. Even though that ain't right, I probably would have been on your side, like, girl, okay. Cause you see, cause that's more recent. That was just like what 2 years ago. So it's like, girl, I don't like how you is out here. I'm gonna have to see about you. Clayana comes and she and just Giselle speak on the WNBA and how things are a bit unfair when it comes to the ladies and stuff. So they have that whole conversation. Okay, so this was like a newbies conversation. Later on, we see where Vanessa and Evelyn decide they were going to link up because I think that's something that Giselle wanted them to do. I think she wanted them to link up because she wanted to do something for her wife or fiance or something like that. So she wanted them to get to a better place. Like, y'all should come have this conversation and, you know, let's move forward. So Evelyn wished that they would have talked or whatever. Like she said something like, I wish you would have had the conversation with me first before you just went off the way that you did. Okay, before you went and started running and telling stuff to other people, I wish you would have came directly to me first. And I'm like, but y'all all do that, so it is what it is. Vanessa says that she does. I think she says she wished that she would have did that too, but the game of telephone kind of escalated things. And I'm like, not really. The game of telephone did not escalate things. The game of telephone actually worked right because those ladies really did say exactly what the fuck you said. Now, it may not have been in the exact order in which you said it, but you said that shit, period. And you knew exactly how you was coming. All right. So you came off left field. So don't be trying to put that on nobody else. You have to accept accountability for what you did, because had you never opened your mouth about anything and down talk that lady in any fashion, then we would have never been here to begin with. Okay. Vanessa does apologize for calling Evelyn a home wrecker, and then says that she was pregnant 3 years ago. And during that pregnancy, she learned that she was being cheated on. And the woman questioned the husband, y'all. Get this. The woman questioned the husband about why is she pregnant. Do you hear what I say? Not a side bitch questioning the husband as to why his wife is pregnant. Are you crazy? How did you find out this information? What? Who do you think you are? And I feel like for that girl to feel so comfortable to come to your husband and ask him why is she pregnant or whatever, girl, that gives to me that that woman been around for a very long time. It also makes me question, did she get pregnant herself and ended up, ending that pregnancy? Is what I'm wondering. Girl, I said, nah. So then she said that the girl was talking about going to TMZ and blasting all of that or whatever. Okay. She says, because of the stress of that get this now, y'all. Because of the stress of that relationship, it resulted, or that cheating scandal, it resulted in Vanessa miscarrying her child. Evelyn says that she can relate because she had multiple miscarriages, I believe, within a year or something like that. Girl, what? Number one, this is your storyline right here. But number two, when you have these conversations with other women, you like to talk so hard and so tough about how you ran a BIT out and all this and that. So I'm going to be honest and say, not only this, I'm just going to say how I feel. Not only did she contribute to the stress of that miscarriage, not only did he contribute, but you also contributed to it because you said that you ran her up out. Okay. So you was in the thick of it as well. But again, my thing is you have your own storyline, yet you want to dig deep and try to put onto Evelyn. Like you just basically was projecting about your own home record story, projecting onto Evelyn through what your friend and her had going on. And that was lame and that was whack. So Evelyn says that she spoke with Amy after she called off the engagement with Carl because Carl ended up cheating on her. This is where Evelyn lets Vanessa know more about that dynamic of a relationship. And that's when she kind of learned a lot of stuff like, Carl probably was treating me like this and doing this and that. I bet you, or while he was treating me like this, I bet you he probably did the same thing to Amy. So that's when she and Amy had conversations. They learned a lot. And then, they pretty much were able to move forward. Okay. Of course, Evelyn does apologize for her actions as well. I wish it would have been that simple for OG to receive the same type of apology, but it is what it is. And so that's where they are. Okay. Interesting. Something I wanted to highlight. Vanessa says that she got pregnant again after her husband cheated on her. So I don't know if y'all caught this. So Vanessa says that even though she miscarried that child, she got pregnant again. And her son is 7. But you had just said earlier in the conversation that you was pregnant and your husband cheated on you 3 years ago. So which one is it? I don't know. I kind of got that a little confused. Are you still stuck in the past, Miss Vanessa? Are you still stuck in the past or something? Because the boy is 7 now. So how long ago did that happen? But then we also know that your man cheated on you over the pandemic. Okay. So, thank you, baby. So she has a 2-year-old now. Okay. But then she also said she had another son that was 7. So I'm like, basically, what y'all are confirming to me is that this nigga been cheating on her. Got it. Okay. Got it. It's a bold. He been cheating on her ass. And she just been over there hanging on, but you don't like home wreckers. It's given the problem is your nigga. That's what it's giving. He's the problem. She needs to figure that part out. Because that's what it's giving for me. I'm like, okay. So I heard both basically. Okay, thank y'all. Now Jackie and Brooke, so they sort out their issues, and Jackie says that she's good with dealing with people while she says she's not good with dealing with people while they're grieving. Okay, she still got some stuff that she hasn't grieved yet. which I believe. And Brooke says that she just wanted her to be there, even if she said absolutely nothing, like just be present. And I understand. I can understand that. But girl, they was over there beefing on social media. So whatever making up they did, girl, that's gone out the window. Any making up Jackie has done with anybody is dead now. Girl, her and Evelyn was going back and forth. Now her and damn Brooke going back and forth. She probably gonna be going back and forth with Jen in a minute. So, anywho, the ladies go ice skating because I think Brittany may have invited. Was it Brittany? Somebody invited them out to ice skate. And Vanessa lets the girls know that she and Evelyn are now in a better place. Okay. Vanessa tells Brooke that she kind of felt ambushed when they were sitting down at the table. And I'm like, girl, no, you wasn't ambushed, baby. When y'all was sitting there, Brooke got in that ass, but Brooke, it was not an ambush. You and Evelyn had y'all exchange, and when Evelyn walked out, Brooke got in that ass, and that's what happened. Brooke ate your ass up so good that you felt like it was an ambush, but I don't think that it was. You just couldn't take that truth that she was spilling at you. Vanessa says that she doesn't play about her family, and she felt like Brooke was coming for her. Girl, wasn't nobody coming for your damn family. And if you don't play about your family, I need your husband to not play about your family either. Okay? She wasn't coming for your family. Okay? She told you what the fuck you needed to hear, period. Clayana, she doesn't like that the ladies are saying that they don't know her. Because they don't, baby. Because we do not know who the fuck you are. I'm sorry. I do not care. We don't know you, ma'am. You don't go here. Okay, so when she first came into the scene, y'all, she came into the scene at that honoring event that Shawnee had, and she just started running her mouth. It was very weird. It's not completely all her fault. Some of it is production's fault because I feel like this. A lot of these ladies do come in by way of somebody else. Even if it's just like when Giselle came in at Evelyn's party, I don't even know whose friend she was. I think she could have been Brooke's friend or something. She came in and somebody introduced her at like, oh yeah, this is such and such. We've been getting to know each other, whatever. And she got to know the other ladies. Nobody did that with Clayana. Clayana just walked into the scene and started running her damn mouth, telling all her business about her and her boyfriend or baby daddy or whatever the case is. Okay. So they are trying to get to know you. Maybe the approach could have been a little better, but they was just asking like, who are you? You know, where you from? What you got going on? Who brought you to the group? Because somebody always brings them to the group. Anywho, Brittany was drunk as fuck. Brittany was drunk and she was over Brooke. She was drunk. She was over Brooke. She and Brooke ended up getting into it. It seems like it was really for no particular reason. I really don't even know why the fuck they even got into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are y'all even? What is this giving? Brooke calls her what did Brooke? I think did she call her white or something like that? I don't know what she said, but she ended up I think Brittany threw a drink on her and it hit Brooke in the face. And girl, some shit got to popping. I think Brooke said something about Brittany being sloppy, and Brittany said, well, if that's the case, I need to talk to your surgeon. Bitch, when she said that, girl, I kind of chuckled because I'm not gonna lie, Brooke booty be giving a little sloppy sometimes, depending on what she got on. If she ain't got that tight spandex, she ain't got nothing to hold it in. It do give a little slop. I'm not gonna lie, and I just be feeling like the doctors don't do y'all right all the time. What's going on, Mims? Evelyn is a certified home wrecker with a master's in the ways of the mistress and a doctorate in opening her legs to married men if they're rich. But Bangs is definitely projecting. Hilarious. Bangs is definitely, she has been projecting for some time. She has been. I don't see her returning next season, y'all. I just don't. I don't see her returning next season. She might, but it's not giving what we thought it was supposed to. For me, it's just not giving what we thought it was supposed to give. I just can't. But that was pretty much the episode. I feel like I don't know why Brooke stood up on Brittany, but I do feel like Brittany was drunk and Brittany did kind of take things a bit too far when she threw that drink on that lady. You know, I feel like that was so unnecessary. How did we even get here? Like, thank you so much, Jamie, for the super chat. Clayana so stank. She's so stank. That's probably why they couldn't do the normal reality show friend intro thing. She got a chip on her shoulder for sure. Girl, when I tell you she got a few chips over there sitting on her shoulder. Thank you for the super chat. Girl, and we are about to get into the next episode so we could talk about her R's. Okay, now Jen and Evelyn and Brooke link up. Now, I actually like the fact that Jen and Evelyn linked up. Okay, I feel like let's move on. If y'all want to get back to being, a little better friends, I thought they were cordial, but it seems like Evelyn is like trying to bring Jen back in as a friend or whatever. Cool. Jen, whatever you got to say about Evelyn, I don't care if you don't like her dress one day. Keep it to your damn self. Because whenever you say a little bit, whether you told it all or you didn't, it always comes back to Evelyn and then y'all beefing again. So if you got any ways that you feel, either go directly to Evelyn or keep that shit to yourself. All right. So they pretty much recap and tell her about the whole altercation that happened with Brittany. And of course, Evelyn was kind of like, what? No, she didn't, girl. I'm in denial. Girl, why? She really did that? So they tell her about all of that. And then they also talk about how they still don't know Clayana. But Clayana wants to link up with Jen. And Jen is like, I'm not really interested in linking up with this girl. But if she wants to, I guess I'll see what she's talking about. Like, okay, like we could talk, girl. Like, what does she want? Well, maybe she wanted to get to know you, Jen. It kind of came off like you must have knew you did something and you wasn't ready to have that conversation with her. Maybe she just wanted to get to know you like some of the other folks. Like, hey, like Vanessa, like you know why Vanessa wanted to meet with you and you met with Vanessa and she just wanted to talk. But girl, we see that it was something completely different when it came down to Clayana, honey. So Giselle, she meets with Clayana and she says that she wants to figure out what they need to do to bring her into the fold. And I kind of felt like this, ma'am, Giselle, you cute, but we don't even know you. So you over here talking about bringing somebody into the fold, girl. We still bringing you into the fold. Who are you? We're still trying to get to know who you are as well. Y'all damn near on the same spectrum, just a piece, okay? You just more likable than her. Now, Clayana says that she wants to talk with Jen because she didn't like that Jen asked who brought her to the group. Collect her. Go and get Clayana up off. Go and get Clayana, girl. You give all my life I had to fight. You give all my life I had to fight. I do not know if it's because I don't know your background. I'm not sure if you're mixed or what your background is or whatever. I don't know what it was that you dealt with in your past, but it gives all my life I had to fight. I'm always on the defense. And I don't like it's not that deep. If somebody asks you who brought you to the group, how do you know such and such? It's really not that hard. You only got offended because you don't know nobody. And what is also given is that you might feel that you are not qualified to be in the space with those ladies, even though technically you are. But to you, I feel like you may feel like you not qualified. Like, why is she asking me that? Like, why? Because you was with that man that you done had a baby by, that people are alleging that you was a side chick to or whatever. So maybe that's why you feel like you're not qualified or something. I don't know. But you got some things going on. And we want you to work that out, okay? Now, Giselle talks with Brittany and lets her know that she didn't like how she acted with the Brooke situation and that she should have never threw that drink. Giselle says that she don't want them beefing at her party or nothing, and Brittany says that she isn't expecting an apology and she don't want one from Brooke. She ain't waiting on it. She says something about don't hold your breath, baby, because blue is not your color. And I hollered. I said, Brittany, you better be quick on your feet. Don't hold your breath because blue ain't your color. I know that's right. I'm not, and I love that. I'm not apologizing, therefore I don't expect one. It be the people that be expecting an apology but don't want to give one for me. And if you ain't expecting it, I'm with you. Like, girl, yeah, no, I ain't expecting one, so she ain't got it. I'm not giving her one, so I don't expect her to give me one. We can just move on, girl. What else is going on? Period. But I do think that you was drunk though, Brittany. So I mean, if you did apologize, it's cool because you did do a bit too much though, for real. To me. Now, Jen wants her man to come to Giselle's party, but in all honesty, she really don't want him to come because she ain't ready for the ladies to be all up in his tea like that. But because he's her storyline, at some point he gonna have to come around and meet the ladies, right? That's just where we at. Hey Tiara, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey Jamie, love you and your channel. Off topic, but how do I sign up for your love and marriage Huntsville reviews? Thank you so much for the super chat. There is a link. I actually can. Let me see. You sign up via my Patreon. It's my Patreon. It should be in my description. Let me double check and see. I try to keep it down in the description. Where is it? Here it is right here. Okay, so I'll drop the link and this is how you're able to sign up for it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, and I'll pin it at the top just in case, the chat moves fast or something like that. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let's see, Giselle, if that's how you spell her name, you like her? I think the verdict's still out on her. You said her man is a scammer. Jen's man, his priorities out. Listen, it's something about, I don't know. I want to see Jen win, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I mean, like, after you've been kind of like beaten down on a show for so long, and you're still on the show, I kind of want to see you elevated and grow and not take the same BS and get your win and get a good man. But girl, I'm with y'all. I'm sorry. I I don't know about this one, y'all. I think I don't. Girl, oh girl, it's the fact that y'all got a YouTube channel together and the man done went and got the damn YouTube name and the LLC and your name not attached to it. Girl, no, I think it's called Jen and J and CJ's Life or something like that. Whatever the YouTube name is called, he went and got an LLC with that YouTube name, and she's not attached to it as like an owner or anything. And that's a problem for that is Jen, bitch, don't be so in love with the idea of love and so in love with the DICK that you not checking around you, because ain't no finna go and put my name on anything with an LLC trademark or nothing, and my name is not included. It only has his name associated with something that they're doing together as a couple. Girl. And I feel like with the kid situation, because y'all know he got kids, I feel like Jen don't mind that, because I don't think Jen really want none of her own high key. So she probably ain't even tripping off of him having children himself. Like, okay, that's fine. You got them young ones. I'll help you with them. But I'm personally not finna have none. That's it probably makes her feel like that's her way of escaping that. Because there are some women that are Jen's age or whatnot, and maybe even younger, that don't want no children. So it's like, if you have your children, that's fine. I'll help you with them because I don't want any. Right? So, girl, there's some messy shit there. But girl, that is some messy stuff. But y'all know, this sounds crazy, but it just popped in my head. So, how can I say this? Y'all know how a couple will be married and then they'll have a child, like the woman will have a child that's not the man's, but the man will assume responsibility of that child. And then if they separated or whatever, he may have to pay child support. I wonder why that doesn't really happen with the women. And I'm not saying that they should, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they should. But if he cheated on her, or they got married and the baby had just been born or something like that, and she assumed responsibility as like a stepmom, and then they divorced, would she still be responsible for paying that? I understand Sherry Shepherd's situation is different because that was a surrogate situation. People are saying she signed off on paperwork. I'm not sure. I feel like that situation is different. But when they have a child with somebody else, and then if they come into your life and you as a stepmom assume responsibility of those children, and then you and him get a divorce, could he petition the woman to pay child support for his kid? I don't know. I'm tripping, y'all. I don't know. I just said, that might be too layered of a conversation and thought, but it just crossed my mind. I have to do more thinking about that. Okay. But let's keep going. Giselle and Natasha. So Giselle's girl comes to town, and I don't know, I was kind of expecting a bigger reaction when she saw her at the door, but then I said, you know what, she probably just saw her last night and they just doing this for the camera, so she probably had like a bigger reaction last night. But anywho, I thought Natasha and Giselle actually met over a year ago, but it seems like they only met a year ago, and within a few months they've been engaged, so they're happy. I hope it works out. I hope it, because that sound like Jen. That sound like a Jen situation, a little bit. But because Natasha got like a legit job with the WNBA, ain't nobody like reading that. And because we don't know Giselle's history with relationships, ain't nobody really dragging her. But I'm like, damn, that kind of sound like Jen. Jen just met this man last year too, and within a year, they ass is engaged. So I don't know. The verdict is out on everybody. It's out on everybody. Wish y'all luck. Good luck. What else? Brooke and Jackie. So Brooke gifts Jackie with a book, not an obituary, but a book. And I actually love that idea. I love that. Like, it's something about it. Like, it was just really nice to give her a book, not like an obituary. I guess that's maybe her way of feeling like her daughter is still here versus the obituary showing like, this is the born date, this is the death date type thing. But I thought that was nice, and it definitely choked Jackie up a bit. She got really emotional. But y'all, when does Jackie not get emotional? Number one. But Jackie does apologize to Brooke, and they speak on the altercation with Brittany and Jackie. I'm sorry, with Brittany and Brooke. And Jackie lets Brooke know that she pretty much wasn't wrong in any of this. She feels like it was really all on Brittany, period, because Brittany went too far when she threw the drink. Now, Jackie is in the confessional saying that she doesn't know how she is going to put the two of them back together. Jackie, you get on. You know what I'm tired. Jackie, why do you always try to assume responsibility that is not yours? Who told you that you have to be the person to bring these two girls together? That's why these ladies get frustrated with you, because you be overstepping. You be overstepping your auntie, mommy, whatever position with these ladies. Stop that. And then when I ain't trying to connect or make up or nothing, then you just, get stressed the hell out. And it ain't even your issue, girl. They'll figure it out. Let Evelyn do that. Put her ass to work since she came back. Girl, what? Anywho, Clayana want to link up with Jen. Jen still wants to know who the fuck is Clayana and who brought her to the group, okay? Soon as they sit down, girl, they really immediately they get into some things, okay? I feel like Jen was not lying when she said Clayana came off aggressive. I'm like, you do. You do and you did. You do and you did. Clay asked Jen, who is she and why is she here? Girl, I chuckled. I said, no, you didn't ask this lady who is she and why is she here. Girl, what? Now I understand you was trying to throw some shade or whatever. I get it. I get it. But we have to give Jen her credit. Jen has been here from the beginning. So who do you think you are asking her? But what was the gag for me was the fact that Jen felt that she needed to explain to Clayana just that. And I'm sitting over here like, girl, not you explaining to Clayana, who's weird. To me, Clayana, you're weird. You're weird. I'm sorry. That thought may change. I'm only speaking on what they've shown me on this episode. But it was definitely coming off as weird. What? I feel like Jen had no, like, I saw nothing wrong with Jen asking, who are you or who brought you to the group? It's not anything different than what Jackie would have said, Brooke would have said, Shawnee would have said, Evelyn would have said, like any old head would have said. Like, I think that's just a common thing. Jackie can't help but overstep. She only wears kitten heels. I cannot. Thank you, Jamie, for the super chat. Jamie, girl, look at the T in the chat. What is the T in the chat? Where is the T? The T on who? Let me scroll. Was it about Jen's man? You don't have to send another super chat. Just tell me what is the T? CJ has always been a form of a scammer. Okay, I got a son by that. Wait, girl, what? Tell CJ to pay that down child support. Girl, what is the who now? Oh, wow. This is interesting. I wasn't expecting this now, Miss Tanjon. Oh my. So he ain't been paying the bills? Girl, send me T in the DMs. We're gonna have to look into this a little more. Like, what's going on? I need some legitimate things now. Wait a minute. CJ is her man. This is Jennifer Williams' man. Jennifer Williams, a new boo on the show. Christian, the one that says that he, invests or whatever, got clothing lines or something like that. Child wrote a book when he was in prison, was sent to prison for 10 years, got out in 3, he say. Probably went in for 10, got out for 3, and had to complete oh so much on probation or something while he was out. Child, this is messy here, honey. Girl, y'all know I'm gonna be looking this up, right? I'm gonna be like, girl, now who? Let me do my little, let me do my research on these people. Now, what is going on here? Now, sir, if you ain't paying the child support, you need to do what you gotta do. And Jen, take note before you go down that aisle and get married now, because you gonna fuck around and have another L because you gonna be paying it or something. Girl, you better get it. You think the dog is the only contract you done sign? Hello? You think that's it, and Jen gonna say some stupid shit like, when you get a dog, like it's really serious. Like, I mean, you can't break up. Like, I mean, what are you gonna do? Share custody of the dog? And I'm like, yeah. As much as I think that's a dumb idea, to me, I don't have a dog that I share with anyone. Right? I feel like we talked about this on the Ooh Ladies First panel. I feel like that came up. And I think Bondi was like, no, there's nothing wrong with that because I got dogs and all of that. So I mean, I think that's a very common thing that people do. So, but shame on you for you thinking, Jen, that because y'all have a dog, y'all have to stay together. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Girl, a kid, maybe people may stick together for their kids, but they're not gonna stay together for no dog. Like, girl, your mind is warped. Get that together. So, Clayana. Like I said, she's a woman to me that has always had to defend herself, and that's why she comes off the way that she does. And I need her to get her healing and understand that everybody is not out here trying to attack you. That's not everybody not trying to hurt you, girl. Okay. Now, Clay calls Jen trash, and then Jen gets up and leave. I'm with Jen. I could throw some water in your face and I could get active with you. But girl, you right. You right. I'm trash, girl. You right. I'm wrong. Girl, you right. You so right. Girl, let me get my ass up off the table, honey. You so right with my trash ass, honey. Girl, let me go ahead and take the trash out, girl, because I don't want to stink too much sitting here, honey, fucking with you. Because if I'm trash, then bitch, you must be the can. Hello? So let me go ahead and get on up out. So then she walks out. Jen is standing there. They're exchanging words. Clayana crossed the line. Y'all cannot like Jen all y'all want, but she should have never pushed that lady. Don't put your hands on this lady and then push this lady and tell her to get out your face. First of all, she was already there. Second, you followed her out. You went to where she was going. You walked up on her and then tried to flip it and then say, well, she can't be walking up on me like that. Girl, what? Girl, what? Like, that's on you. You did that. So, Clayana, I can't support you in that, period. I just can't. Okay, I can't. What else happened? And then it's making me think about Love and Marriage Huntsville, because if y'all feel like Kiki was wrong for throwing that drink on Tisha, then y'all got to feel that Clayana was wrong for putting her hands on Jen. Okay, so girl, like, she crossed the line. But anyway, girl. So Giselle, that's when Jen, after everything was over with, she did call Giselle and she was like, bitch, listen, this girl just put her hands on me. I'm gonna tell you right now, if she gonna be at your event, I'm not coming. But I feel like, Jen, you really said it, not only because of that, but because you didn't want to bring your NIGGA around anyway. That's what was really going on. Listen, thanks for the super chat, memes. It's to Tinjon, the one who pressed hard. That's what needs to be found out. And I'm hoping she slide back into this chat. Slide on the ice like the escapades and let the people know. That's what I'm. Thank you for the super chat. Cause see, I didn't even know that charges was pressed against him. See, I need to get updated on a lot of stuff because I didn't even know that. Ain't that something? But that's what it said. It said Tinjon Zhu. Did I say that right? Zhao, something like that. And that may not even be her real name. I don't know. But I don't know. But I'm wondering. That's crazy. Oh yeah, because he did go to jail. Like, some of those charges, I believe, had something to do with like holding a person with against their will. One of them said something like obstructing a 911 call, meaning, a person's trying to stop you from calling 911, but not necessarily. If a person calls 911 and you're in the background yelling, they can still put that charge on you. Even if you're not trying to restrain them or hold their mouth or snatch the phone, you could be in the background yelling. And if they verify, like, is that him yelling in the background, ma'am, or whatever, and she say, yeah, okay, boom. They'll notify the police or whatever, then they'll add that to your charge, which is like obstruction of justice or whatever like that. But that could be dropped because I think it's like a misdemeanor or whatever. But anywho, he also, but I don't know for him. I don't know, because that could have very well been his situation, because he according to like some of the records that I saw, and I'll say allegedly, but some of the records that I saw, girls out there, public record, it looks like he may have held her against her will or something like that. So that could have been a part of him obstructing 911. But some DV and all this stuff, girl, it's a mess. So Jen, I don't know. I don't know, baby. I don't know. It's a whole lot of Oh, she done slid back in, honey. Hello, good morning. This may be the wrong CJ, but I know the CJ. I gotta. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here you go. Not you over here trying to change it. It's a scammer, and he will be with a whole bunch of women, including the ones that's supposed to be famous. No, we talking about Christian. We talking about the one on Basketball Wives. Now, see, you can't be coming over here trying to drop something that ain't dropping nothing. No, ma'am. Christian Gold. This is who we thought she was talking about, but now she over here changing it. See, that's why you can't trust the people in the chat, and you gotta have them DM you this stuff. So do you not know who your baby daddy is then? No, if you went to prison for 10 years and got out in 3, that means girl, I'm screaming. Listen. It's giving. Boom. Thanks for this, man. It was false imprisonment, DV. He was found not guilty of the 911 issue and convicted of the other one. Thank you for that. Whoop, there it is. Because I definitely saw that too. Girl, ain't it giving cringe face? Girl, this is some tea in the chat that I'm sorry, y'all. Girl, the pauses is from me looking in this chat. And CJ didn't even have to go to probation because he was sleeping with that white officer. Girl, this is too much to hear. You're going to have to DM us with some receipts. Let me find a picture of Christian. Let me get Mr. Gold up here. Because we're trying to see, you got to know who your baby daddy is now. Don't be spewing the lies on a man if it ain't true now. If this don't apply, we sure gonna have to let it fly. But this here is the Christian we referring to. Let me get this off the screen real quick. This is Jennifer Williams' man. Christian Gold. Oh, somebody said, if that's his name, baby, I hope that's his name. Not Jamie got tears in her eyes. Oh, and that not Christian LaSalle. So he done changed it. Christian LaSalle Walden. You know what? I think you're right, because I think that's the name that's on that LLC. The Walden name. Girl, this is messy. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to see if Tajon's gonna verify, like, is this your baby daddy? Okay. But anywho, girl, I feel like I need to keep going, honey. Because this is getting super messy, honey. That's what I said. What you mean that got to be? You don't know what your baby daddy look like? Girl, I'm screaming. Miss Bay, I am screaming because that's what the people trying to find out. Girl, let me keep going. Y'all ain't finna get me caught up. Okay, so Evelyn and Levon. Evelyn explains her anxiety and says that she's questioning She says that she's not questioning him, but she says she has a fear of getting married again. I just feel like Evelyn is full of shit. Personally, that's just me. I say that because she keeps trying to hold on to the past situation with her and Chad, that marriage that ended in divorce. And I feel like, Evelyn, you have been seen on other shows going through therapy, talking about being an advocate about this very story or whatever you went through when it came to the DV situation of your marriage. Then you even had a show on the OWN network about Living Lozada that was supposed to be about you healing. So I'm a little confused as to why you're coming to this man and you're trying to sit up here and make it seem like, oh, I have anxiety about getting married again. I don't want to get a divorce. And some part of me is like, and that could be true. That could be, but at the same time, I can't help but think that you full of shit. That's just what it is. Like, I can't help but think that you full of shit, girl. That's just where I'm at with it. Okay. What else? Levon seems to have his own anxiety because he too was married and it didn't work out. But it seems like he's handling things a bit better than Evelyn, and he's more hopeful for the future when it comes to that. Now, she says that she might want to be with him, but without the ring, and is she okay with that? And let me tell you, I was kind of here for him telling her no. I'm like, nah, that man wants to have something like that man trying to have like a legit marriage, like for real. He says that's not gonna fly. He says, but they can slow things down a bit and see where they go from there. But he's like, nah. And he's like, you sure that's something you really gonna want? She's like, I mean, that's what I'm asking. Cause he know deep down inside, that's not something that she's really gonna want. And am I tripping, y'all? But why go on the show, Evelyn, knowing that the show was supposed to end and y'all getting engaged to one of these men? Why go on the show when you know that you weren't really ready to even go down the aisle with anybody? Why even do that? You did that shit for a check. You did that to merge yourself back into the limelight with a different light based on how people was dragging you with the OG situation. Like that's why you merged yourself back into our face and you wanted to get that coin. That's what it was really all about. And I just feel like you full of shit. That's just what it was. And you wasted this man's time. And yeah, I mean, maybe he wasted a percentage of that too, because I'm sure he was able to tell that you wasn't that interested in him for real. So it is what it is, but don't be coming to us crying all over the place. You crying because you said that you hurting his feelings and you wasted his time. That's why you crying. You ain't crying because, oh my God, I have anxiety about getting married again and I don't want to end in divorce. Because when you get the right man, you are going to want to marry him. If you get you another Chad, you're going to want to marry him, because that's why I feel like some of your relationships may have failed, because you've been over here comparing these men to Chad. And the reason that you went and got with Carl, in my opinion, was because he may not have been as fit, and maybe he was at that time, as Chad was, but that money, that coin, he was able to compete with Chad with that money. And that's something that you would have been able to feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did my 1-2 with this one because, this man over here got a check. Like, somebody that you could brag on your arm. And it's a little different with Levon. I ain't saying Levon is broke, but I don't think he has Carl money. And I don't think that he has Chad money. I think he do good. I think he do cute. So that's what it really was giving. Like, oh, little girl, you full of shit. Anyway, Giselle has this party. I don't see none of them damn flowers that she just went and showed us when she linked up with Brittany and Vanessa. Don't know nothing about them. I'm like, girl, what the hell is the flowers? You wasted our time. That was an unnecessary scene. Y'all could have stood outside at the park for this. Jen brings Christian, and all the ladies are ready to be all in their business, especially Jackie. Especially Jackie. That's just one thing I don't like about Jackie Christie. That's just the only thing. She just be doing. Like, I love Jackie, but I can't stand Jackie. At the same time, it's just like Jackie, she's so ready. She can't hold her mule. She want to get all in her business. So Christian lets the ladies know that he has 2 kids that are 12 months apart. Now, people are alleging that he got 3. I don't know. The verdict's still out, but he said that he got 2. Now, I don't know if he done had another one since that time frame that he did this interview with the ladies. since he filmed this or what, but he's saying that he only got 2. Now Vanessa is deep diving into Jen stuff. Here she go, jumping off the deep end back into somebody else's business when she has a whole storyline of her own. Okay, so she over there jumping off into Jen's business, talking, but yeah, I think she said something about the not mathing and all of this stuff that she was saying. And I'm like, what's not mathing is your husband cheating on you and you ran old girl out of town. You suffered a miscarriage behind your husband's actions, yet you still want to come after the home wrecker. Are you okay? Shut the fuck up is what you can do. Okay, sweep around your own front door. Then I'm gonna need you to go to the back and get them old ass crusty fall leaves off your porch, okay, off your patio back there. And then you might need to pressure wash this motherfucker before you come around trying to dip your foot in somebody else's business, okay? Now, anywho, this party was given a gathering. It definitely was not given a party. It was given a piece of lame, but it was cute at the same time. All right. Now, Jackie approaches Christian saying some stupid slick shit that she knows will make Jen feel away. And you and Jen just got back cool because then Jen and her sit down and have lunch or whatever like that. And I think Jen could have apologized and they moving forward or whatever the case was. You gonna go over there telling this boy that you probably gonna sit in his lap. You trying to have a beef with somebody, Jackie. That's what it's giving. You want to be beefing with somebody on the show because you know what works for the show. So you know what you're doing. So Jen was just like, bitch, you don't get your ass somewhere and sit down. I said, I know that's right. Because let any of y'all talk about y'all finna sit in Doug lap. She gonna show her ours. If somebody said they finna sit in this man's lap. So cut it out. So this is what I really wanted to get to that I was telling y'all about last week's episode about Christian, where it's like I can't connect with him, right? I'm hopeful for Jen, but I'm not as hopeful. One, it is the charges and things that we saw that he has, okay? Primarily, when it comes to Jen, though, it's the LLC that he has with their names or their YouTube names, but her name is not attached to it as an owner of it, okay? So that's a problem right there. The other thing is when these people asked him what he does, this man said so confidently, I make investments for people. All I heard, no disrespect, all I heard was DJ Envy and Caesar Pina. That's all that I heard. And I'm like, can't necessarily be trusted. Okay? Can't necessarily be trusted. I'm just like, when I hear this, now it's time to do deeper investigation into people to see how good they really are with investing people's money. Because Jen, you better be mindful of what's happening. Because I would hate to see you loop the fuck in at a later time, similar to what Caesar and DJ Envy got going on. So you better get your fucking head out them damn clouds and out in space and get it back down here to earth real quick and pay attention to what the hell is going on. Because that right there is not making any sense to me. He done wrote a book. He done did some other companies that have been dissolved over the past few years. And then now he just created the investment thing he's saying that he do, I think, in 2023. I think it's another business he started in 2023 along with the YouTube thing. So it's some sketchy shit going on. It's sketchy to me, but if you like it, I don't have to love it. That is your life. You do that. I just want you to take heed because you can't have a documentary out here and you can't sit up there and let yourself get played more than once by a man and not have your guards up. Like, girl, you need your Dwayne Wayne glasses. Flip them shades up just so you can really see what's going on. Okay, see very clearly. But anywho, that's her situation. Evelyn gave them an update on Levon. She has her ring in the safe. She's not at that place. She's a runaway bride, and we're just gonna have to see how that plays out. Even though we know Evelyn dropped a story like a week or two ago, letting us know that she and he have officially called it quits, and I guess we're gonna see that play out on the season. Okay. So that was the Basketball Wives LA. So now we need to get into Basketball Wives Orlando. Okay. Girl, y'all had the chat jumping with some of this tea and stuff going on. I wasn't prepared for all that. I'm like, girl, what is really happening? Okay. So let's go ahead and hop over, y'all. And make sure you all are coming into the video, liking up and supporting the channel for me. It will be greatly appreciated. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. The ladies of Orlando are giving us things to talk about. Before I even get into last week's episode, I just want y'all to know I likes me some Neek. Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna go and put that out there. I already said that I liked her, but I feel like I like her more this episode. And what I like about all of these ladies is they are all likable, but they also gonna piss you off at the same time too. So you never gonna really always be in one person's corner. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be different shit. Like I'm in Morgan's corner when it comes to Ashley, but I may not be in Morgan's corner when it comes to other stuff. Like, and I kind of like that because I don't want to just can't stand or really hate or dislike strongly anybody on the show. So Ashley, the verdict is still out on Ashley. You know what I'm saying? But Ashley may not be that bad. Ashley just might need to take some accountability for, you know, whatever role she may have played in things. But, you know, I mean, I think they did good with this cast. So let me just go ahead and move forward. Let's go ahead and get into it. So Mulan links up with Neek and updates her on what happened between Ashley and Danielle. Okay, I think was it Ashley and Danielle? I think she updated her on, and Neek thinks Dani went about it the wrong way. I think she updated her not on Ashley and Danielle, but more so on Mackenzie and Danielle, I think it was. But anywho, so we meet yeah, so Neek says that Dani went about the situation wrong, and I remember saying that I agree with Neek. Now we meet Megan's new man. She met him through Instagram, and he's a popular tattoo artist. He seemed like he might be a nice guy. He's not basketball, but he does tattoos and things for people that are in the industry. Now, she wants him to relocate to Orlando with her. He can't because he has kids, and she tells him he wants a kid. She tells him that she wants a kid too. But before they get there, of course, she wants him to relocate to Orlando. And I'm kind of like, Megan, I don't even believe that you're in Orlando. I really think that you're just there for filming purposes, and you may have you like an Airbnb or something like that. But I don't think that you necessarily live there either, you know? But okay, and he ain't trying to leave his kids, and I kind of don't blame him on that. That's kind of like difficult to just up and leave, because then you're disrupting their lives as well for a person that you're not even married to. You just, you know, you just with. So yeah, okay, cool. So she tells him she wants a kid as well, gives him this fake pregnancy test that shows that she is not pregnant. She wants a kid, but she isn't family oriented. He is. He's very close to his family. And obviously, he's very close to his kids, too. And Megan has some issues with her family. And he wants her to, like, really work on those issues. Like, really work on that relationship and see if they can repair it. And just off of the fact, to me, that he wants her to work on having a better relationship with her family makes me think that he has the potential to be a nice guy. We don't really know him. We only know from what we saw there. And I'm like, okay, he might have some potential here. Okay, I think that's nice that, you know, he cares that much about you to care about your relationship with your family. Because should y'all do welcome a child into the world, that's going to be his family. That's going to be y'all child's family. So, you know, he's going to want his kid to have as much support as possible. So I get it. So Megan says that she had no relationship because it's always issues when it comes to them. She says her mama was 18 when she had her, but she gave her up and gave her to her grandmama to raise her. Child, what? I mean, you know, people do different things, girl. All right. Her mom only reaches out when she wants access to exclusive events. I'm surprised I'm not surprised. This is a very common thing that happens. All right. A lot of people have kids at a younger age, and then, you know, the parents be like, I'll raise them. Okay. So that's what they do. But if you think that you're not going to be involved in my life and think you're going to hit me up because you want access to exclusive events, I'm going to cuss you out every time. Because in all honesty, Megan's mom is not her mom. Megan sees her grandmother as her mom. I bet you high key she see her mama as an auntie or something, but she dang sure ain't her mama. So who the hell are you to think that you can call me and say, hey, P. Diddy is having a party. Can you get me in? No, the hell I cannot. And then it be the audacity of some parents. Like, when you don't be around, like even with dads that don't be around, and when their kids make it to a certain level of their life, then you got all the time in the world to want to come back and rekindle a relationship because you're seeing how it's going to benefit you. No, ma'am, that girl don't owe you SHI nor a piece of a T. And when we sit up there and watch this sit down that they have, I feel like the mom probably gonna be lacking a whole lot of accountability. But let's keep going, okay? Mulan and Mackenzie link up, and Mackenzie immediately starts speaking on how she isn't a side chick to their relationship. I don't know, Mackenzie, because bitch, you said some stuff in this particular episode that kind of debunks what you saying from last week's episode. Now you're saying you wasn't a side chick to their relationship, but I don't know. It's possible that you were. Maybe you didn't know that you were, but it's possible that you were and that you are. And you be trying to act like you didn't know who Danielle was, but then you slip up and let us know that he from your hometown and y'all went to school together and he lived up the street from you, or at least up the street from one of your family members or something. So the verdict, Mackenzie, I don't know about you, my baby. I don't know. I think you capping, but we gonna keep going. All right. So Mulan says, oh, this is what Mulan tells her. She says, come on now. So 8 years, 2 children, engaged 90 days after a breakup, and you didn't think they were still talking? I said, come on. Come on with the logistics, Miss Mulan. Break it down for her. Break it down for her. And then Mackenzie sits in her face and lies and says, no. Girl, what? They was together almost a decade. They got 2 children. They were engaged. They just broke up 90 days. I wouldn't want to rock with no man that just broke up with a woman after being with her for 8 years. His mind, high key, is still on her, and they probably could get back because she got pieces of his heart that ain't nobody else got. In addition to that, they was engaged. 2 kids. They was engaged. So, Mackenzie, you playing. Then she says anything Danielle says about being involved with Rashad is a lie. How you know? Because that's what he told you. Just like he sat up there and told you, what she said? He told me that you would say I was a side chick. Yeah, so basically you just go off of whatever he tells you. And he's embarrassing you. I don't like that. I don't like that, Rashad. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Thank you so much for joining Patreon. Thank you so much. I don't like that, girl. Stop. He gonna have you out here looking a fool. But Danielle already dropped the T on Twitter and said y'all ain't even together no more. So yikes. Hate that for you. Mackenzie says Danielle found out about her via Rashad's IG story. And when I guess she confronted Rashad, he downplayed their relationship. And Mackenzie says she understands why he did that because Danielle was going to make his life a living hell. And I was like, you are really eating up what this man telling you. Like, you really, yeah, I downplayed it because, I don't want her in our business and that like that or whatever. So I ain't even going to tell her. I already know how she going to act. Girl, read in between the lines. Why would you want to be with a man that's going to downplay what he got going on with you? That's stupid to me. Like, you could put me all on your IG and stuff, but then when people ask you what's up, you want to sit up there and downplay it. Just tell them what the hell it is. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like that. You just look stupid. Like, and you probably just go along with it. Like, I'm trying to make sense of that. He got you on, but see, now what it makes me think is he only put you on the IG so that he could sit up there and make Danielle mad. Because I don't know who left who. My assumption is that Danielle left him. That's what I want to believe. I believe that Danielle may have left him and broke off the engagement. So I feel like what he posts on his page with you and stuff, yeah, I feel like he's doing that to make her jealous. I also feel like he may be behind those spam pages that's sending her shit too to make sure that she sees it. I feel like that's his get back for her leaving him. Period. So, not Mulan. Mackenzie, you stupid. Mulan says that he's playing both sides. I said, yes, come on, Mulan. I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. He is definitely playing 2 sides. And what he's also doing is using you, boo-boo the damn fool, to get back at his baby mama that he's probably going to get back with. Sad. Anywho, so Ashley speaks on all her losses. She talks about losing her mom, her dad, and her first son. Girl, that is a lot. That's a lot. But it softened my heart towards Ashley just a bit, I will say. They ended up having 2 children via surrogate, which was totally a blessing. But what they ended up learning later was that I believe it may have been the oldest son that is autistic. And now the second son might be showing signs. But what they also learned was that Tony was diagnosed late in life, that he had autism as well. He found out way later. I think it was after he was even in the NBA. So he didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? So now she's starting to see some signs and some developmental challenges in her second child. And with that, she wants to kind of go ahead and get ahead of it. So Danielle got a lot. I'm sorry, not Danielle, but Ashley got a lot going on. She does. And I hate that she doesn't have either of her parents here to, like, help her through that. I think that's very sad. And, just the losses, losing a child as well. And then now you have, these two beautiful little boys, and that's just a lot. That takes a lot out of you. Then you got to be a wife. Then you on this show dealing with drama from these bitches. Then you over here trying to run a boutique, hoping somebody come in this day or the next day and buy a few items and stuff. So she got a lot going on. All right, so it softened my heart a little bit towards Ashley. So I'm gonna see what's up. Okay, don't mean that she ain't sneaky and conniving. I'm just saying though, she got another side, and she all right. Now Megan and Danielle, they talk about Mackenzie, and Danielle thinks it's stupid for seeing. She thinks she's stupid for seeing all the messages and not caring. Okay. Megan says that she thinks Mackenzie is lonely, knowing that her baby daddy is with Neek, and she wanted to just find somebody that was his equal or better. That's the same thing I was saying about Evelyn and Carl and Chad. Evelyn was trying to find somebody equal or better to Chad, and that's why she hurried up and got pregnant and all of that stuff when it came to Carl, in my opinion. But yeah, so Megan says that yeah, she says that she thinks Mackenzie is lonely, knowing that her baby daddy is with Neek, and that she wanted to find somebody that was his equal or better. And that's the reason why she's with Rashad. Now, Danielle thinks that she was lonely. If she was so lonely, she should have found another man that was an available man, and one that was single. Danielle, baby, you finna get on my nerves. Danielle, you're gonna piss me off, baby. Okay? Just a little bit. I still like you though. But I need you to let it go. So because you broke up with him, you think he's still yours? You called off the engagement. If you wanted to be with him, then you should have just stayed. Then y'all could have probably went to counseling or something and worked out whatever the issues were that y'all needed to work out before marriage. So I'm a little confused. I feel like you mad that he's not suffering the way that you wanted him to suffer. Like, what's going on here, dear heart? What's happening? If she wanted to, he was available. He was a single man. He's not yours, but you're only confirming that he plays both sides of the fence. So all of the ladies link up. Okay. They show up, including Ashley and Mackenzie. Morgan is ready to troll Ashley and all. So I think they were at the restaurant at this time. Morgan, at some point, I feel like you're going to have to let your beef go that you got with Ashley. At the end of the day, I understand that you wanted her as a friend to not introduce your man to other women. He had a duty to you and y'all relationship to not go after those women. So as much as Ashley was wrong, more of your issue really should be on that raggedy man. And what's killing me is that you on Twitter talking about how you left him. Telling me, I don't get left. I left him. Well, if you left him and he's been in a relationship with a whole nother woman and got about 3 kids with her, at this point, are you not past it? Are you not further past it? Because it does seem like you're not. I don't think you're where you need to be. I don't know, but I want you to get there. What else? I think that was that it for them? I think that was I think it was Danielle. Danielle, you sat up there and you said that you were going to try to get to know Ashley for yourself, regardless of what she has going on with Morgan. But when you get with Morgan, you over there trying to joke on the girl and clown the girl. So it's giving follower. It's giving heavy on the follower for me. Now, the girls play this game called Never Have I Ever, and I'm not sure exactly how it works. So when they say never have I ever, are you supposed to raise your hand if you have done it or if you haven't done it? Because when they talked about sleeping with a married man, I could have sworn Neek put her hand down saying that she had slept with a married man. And I could have sworn Neek said that she was a side chick. So it's giving Neek and Mulan both was over there messing with married men. Oh, okay then, girl. Okay, so y'all both was over there being side chicks. So okay then, girl, that's y'all thing. So Ashley and Morgan started arguing. Yeah, so Ashley and Morgan started arguing. I think I forgot. Let me see. Arguing only friends due to status social. Okay, Ashley says that she never hung out. Okay, so Ashley and Morgan started arguing over their friendship status, right? And I think Morgan felt like Ashley only befriended her for social status purposes or something like that. I guess to like come up or something like that. And then Ashley says, "Girl, we were never friends. I never hung out with you outside of the basketball world." But then she changes it this episode and basically said that they were real friends. So which one is it? So you be flip flopping with your words, Ashley. And although I have sympathy for you, you still give me full of shit just a bit, and you sneaky. That's what I'm gathering. Now, the last question was about Ashley's hair, and Morgan says that her hair is always fucked up. Somebody said, "Do you never have I ever liked Ashley's hair or something?" And it's like, come on, y'all doing too much, okay? Ashley says broke people have a lot of opinions. I said, "Oh, girl, that was a good one. That was a good one." Not broke people got a lot of opinions, so Morgan not gonna let nobody call her broke. So of course they have some exchange of words or whatever. But let's get to the other part that I want to talk about. Neek, Nikki, and Mulan. I do not like Nikki on this show. I do not want to see Nikki on this show anymore. I want y'all to phase her out. She's already a friend of. I'm not interested. Do not send her straight to jail. For me, I'm not interested in Nikki. Okay. So they talk about the link up. Neek says that she doesn't want to come off as a big bully bitches or something like that. Or some Neek said something, and Nikki was the one that said bullies. She said, yeah, they was kind of like acting like bullies. So Neek co-signed what Nikki was saying. All right. So let me see. Okay, so none of these ladies I put like the messy stuff. They like Morgan and Dani, but they don't like the mess or whatever. Okay, so Mulan and Dani. She says that she's thinking about going back to playing ball. This is what Mulan is saying. She says that she was, I guess, no. This is what Dani is saying. Dani used to be a basketball player. So Dani is like trying to get back to playing ball, get back to herself and stuff, start focusing on herself again. That's what she's doing. So those two ladies are bonding over that. Okay. Now this is what I'm really trying to get to the end. Morgan and Nikki. They talk about Ashley and Mackenzie. Nikki said her Nikki said her wide ass up there, knowing she called them girls bullies, but put it off on Mulan and Neek. How the hell you over there being messy, going back telling what somebody said, knowing that you was the one that said it originally? I feel like that was whack. Y'all could send her as right back up north to Chicago. Send her right on back, please, immediately. All right. I felt like Nikki was just taking the wrong information back to Morgan to be messy. All right. I believe that Mulan has good intentions of what she was speaking on, and Nikki being messy. Period. Okay. What else? That was it for the end of last week's episode. Let's get into this week's episode. So they get to the supper because, of course, Mulan is trying to have a supper because she's trying to bring all the girls back together and see if everybody's gonna be cool, cordial, see what we could do. Right. Number one, I don't like Nikki on the show. I've already said it. I'm saying it again. I see that all of that plastic surgery she's gotten is finally catching up with her ass because she's not working out or doing anything of the sort. Okay. Morgan tells Danielle about Neek calling them bullies. All right. So they're sitting at the table. First of all, yeah. So, okay, before they even get to the table, Morgan talks to Danielle. She tells Danielle what Nikki told her about Neek calling them bullies. So they having a conversation. Megan and Ashley, they talk, and Ashley is okay with being on an island by herself when it comes to the ladies. Megan wants her to accept accountability for the things that she may have done. Ashley says that she and Morgan were real friends at some point. And Megan is like, well, why would you try to downplay the friendship if you know that y'all were friends at one point? And Megan says people connect with Morgan because Morgan tells her story and you ain't telling us nothing. So that's why a lot of people ain't got no respect for you. But again, Ashley's like, she don't really give a damn. She'll tell her side, you know what I'm saying, to clear her name. But, they're going to feel how they want to feel. So Morgan and Danielle walk in or walk outside, and they immediately start moving name tags, putting Ashley name directly across from them and stuff. So they automatically on too damn much. I actually didn't like that, really. I didn't like that because I'm just like, girl, when the people come, if somebody's hosting an event, don't come in rearranging they shit. Just honor what's going on in that moment. Just, sit your ass down and shut up. But anywho, Morgan says that when Mulan calls them out, Morgan's like, "Oh, girl, you coming in hot or whatever, like you doing a whole lot of." So they have an exchange of words. Okay, Mulan wants everybody to pretty much put it on the floor. If you got a beef with somebody, let's go ahead and talk about it. Megan says that Ashley is culturally appropriating, and Ashley says that she's black because Megan was like, "Why you got these dreads in your head? I feel like that's only good for black people. You ain't even black, so what's it giving?" And then Ashley says she is black. And I'm looking just as surprised as everybody else. Like, oh, she is. Oh, I mean, they come in different shades, girl. That's what they say. But then some of y'all only have, one drop, and then be trying to sit up there and say that you black, girl, so you could do certain things. Hold on, girl. Let me check my cameras outside because I done stacked some candy outside for these trick or treaters. And girl, I feel like they over there going a little crazy. Okay. Look, girl, let me cut the volume down because y'all might hear too much. Let me, because they over there. Okay. Because, girl, I thought y'all knocked my stuff over the way y'all out there acting, trying to get some candy, honey. Now I got to fill that thing back up. Oh, girl, no, they didn't. They done took all my damn, girl, the candy just. Girl, I got a lot of candy this time, though. Girl, they about to took all the damn candy. Girl, I had to just check outside. About didn't leave nothing for the little baby. I see y'all. But I didn't leave nothing for the other little girl. And he's still over here grabbing. Girl, these babies here. Girl, let me hurry. I'm gonna have to hurry up and put some out there. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to look on the cameras real quick because I'm like, what is this noise outside my door? Like, girl, y'all should just be able to grab and go. But anyway, you know how the kids do. Let me get back. So yeah, she wants everybody to put it on the floor. They talked about Miss Ashley. Ashley says that she is black. Okay, girl, I would like to see more, but if you say you black, who the fuck am I? Okay. Nick explains herself. No, Nikki said, I gotta go ahead and get this off my chest. Let me just say it because I be getting anxiety and I just gotta say whatever's on my mind. I just gotta let the ladies know that y'all had called them bullies when we was over there. And then Nick said, Who? Who called who bullies? What are you talking about? And so Nick starts to explain herself. And I really hated to see Neek having to explain herself when Nikki was the one to start the shit. Nikki, you called them bullies. So my biggest question for the ladies is, how do y'all feel now rewatching back the scenes and knowing for a fact that Nikki was the one that called y'all bullies? Or are y'all too afraid of Nikki to try and come at her on that level? Oh, thank you for that. Just simply, I'll check out Ashley's Twitter. But girl, what? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to just pause real quick. But anywho, so what else? Morgan and Nick. Okay, so they ended up getting into it. Nikki explains, she tells them, oh, this girl called y'all bullies or whatever. So now this whole conversation coming up. Morgan's like, yeah, I know what y'all said about me, whatever. So they're arguing about the whole bully term. Nick calls Morgan a bitch. Morgan's like, girl, we're not even cool enough for you to say no shit like that. Okay, so they start arguing. And then Nick throws a napkin. Now, Nick, you was wrong for that. You was wrong for that, Nick. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. I felt like Nick was wrong for that. She should have never threw that napkin. When she threw that napkin, that definitely escalated things. And of course, she stood up, threw the napkin, And then when Morgan stood up, that's when Mulan, I think, may have stood up. And then that's when Danielle stood up. So it was just like a whole bunch of shit. But ultimately, I don't really fault the ladies at the table for their actions. I more so just fault Nikki because she was whack as hell and she sat up there and lied. And she really, to me, started all of this. Okay, talking about Mulan got amnesia. No, bitch, you got amnesia. You do. Because that shit came out your mouth with your fake ass. So, anywho, Mulan, Megan, and Ashley. And first of all, the fight was getting ready to happen. Neek ran outside like, "What's up? Where your man's at?" People were saying that she was asking like, "Where your man at?" As though she was asking about their men. Where's your man? Like your boyfriend. I don't know if that's what she was talking about. I felt like when she said where your man's at, I thought she was talking about where your crew at. Like, bitch, we could get it in. Like, where your people? That's kind of what I was thinking, but maybe I'm wrong. But anywho. Neek was ready to get in their ass, and I loved every minute of it because see y'all, and although I like the girls, Morgan and Dani, y'all sat up there and y'all could pull that shit with bitches y'all think y'all could pull it with, right? Now, Morgan, when you sat up there and met with Ashley, you barely let Ashley get a word out because you got so much mouth and you so rah, 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 rah. But I don't feel like you was really giving that same energy to Neek. Not necessarily. So I love that Neek showed them like I ain't no fucking punk. Like I'll beat y'all ass. I was here for that. I said, let's go, Neek. Let them know what the hell is really going on out here. Because y'all could try that with some, but you won't try that with all. And I liked it. So Mulan, Megan, and Ashley linked up. And Megan says that Neek was the aggressor and that Mulan should have grabbed Neek before anybody else. Okay. Period. Like if that's your good girl and you see her stood up, you should have grabbed her before you tried to grab somebody else across the table. And I do feel like not Morgan. I feel like Megan had a point. She was right, but everything did happen so fast. And let's keep in mind, Mulan was trying to stop everybody. She wasn't really swinging because I rewinded it and I didn't really see her swinging on nobody. She was trying to stop everything from happening, period. Now, Mulan wants her lick back though because she felt like Dani hit her. I can understand why Dani thought that they were swinging on Morgan. I see why Dani may have thought that because everything was happening so fast and all she saw was hands flying. I don't think that Dani like really was trying to hit her, but it looked like y'all could have been jumping her friend. So if Mulan is technically helping Neek because both of y'all were the ones that allegedly said they were bullies, and Morgan and Neek is getting into it, and then your hands are in it, it kind of makes sense as to why Dani jumped in because she's thinking that y'all trying to hit her girl. So if you could defend your friend, then I could defend mine. That's kind of so I didn't really fault Dani for that. I felt like Mulan was just trying to carry an issue that doesn't have to be carried. I feel like it could be a quick probably misunderstanding. It could be a quick apology and y'all really can move past it in all honesty. Okay. Now Danielle, Nikki, and Morgan link up and Nikki says that Mulan started the mess. No, bitch, you did. Stop. You did. Okay. She says Mulan told the MUA to not work with her anymore. Now, Mulan, if you said that, you was wrong. And if I was an MUA, whatever going on between y'all ain't got shit to do with me. You trying to cut out money for me. So are you finna bring me a new client? If I stop working with this girl, what you finna do? So cut like, we not doing that. So anywho, Nikki said, well, I decided I was going to put them in the group chat. So whatever need to be said can be said right there. And it's like, okay, now you being messy. But then I also understand where it's like, BIT, you was talking this shit then, so talking now. I get that part too, okay? So while they were having this exchange, Mulan said something like, oh yeah, girl, I forgot. You do be forgetting the order of events or whatever. So I forgot. We need to tell you what the hell really happened, okay? So as they're having this exchange, Nikki ends the conversation and tells Mulan, all right, Oompa Loompa. I could have sworn they probably was about the same height. But who the hell you calling a Oompa Loompa? So Mulan fired back and sent her a picture of her wide back ass. And when I tell you, I do not care. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I said, yes, bitch, send it to her ass. Send it to her because she needs to see exactly what the fuck she looks like. So then Nikki sitting up there talking about some, she is so mean. Like, why would she even share that? Like, why would she knows that I'm self-conscious about my body? And she just and she started crying. I said, bitch, don't nobody care about them tears. I do not care nothing about them tears. You the one when they got all that work done on your body. And sometimes I love food, okay? I love food. Okay, that's fine. Love food. And hopefully love to work out if that helps. I mean, working out don't help for everybody, but then it is what it is. Don't be trying to call somebody a oompa loompa if you ain't ready. And that's what I don't like about you being on this show. You the one that's being messy, but you're excluding yourself from the mess. You go out here, you say some shit about somebody calling them a oompa loompa or whatever, and when they respond back, you can't handle it. But she was supposed to handle being called a fucking Oopa Loopa. I was so glad she showed that back shot of you. Sometimes I don't know what she was trying to do here. But if you don't know what she was trying to do there, why you crying? Okay? You knew exactly what she was saying when she sent it to you. Let me tell you another reason why I don't give a fuck about your tears, girl. You stay putting your body on display all on Instagram and be editing the dog fuck out your pictures. But guess what? That camera hit a little different when it get on your ass. Now, how about that? That camera hitting a little different. You can't edit that shit. It's hitting a little different, ma'am. So you can cry us a river and you can go away from us with this because don't nobody give a fuck. And the way Dani and Morgan got up there and tried to console you and like, she's really mean. She should have did that. Like, oh my God. Like, girl, fuck all y'all. Girl, F all y'all. Y'all all finna look stupid. Only for Dani and Morgan to be on the outs by the end of the season. Girl, y'all get the hell out of here. So anywho, then here go Dani talking about Mackenzie again because she can't keep Mackenzie out her damn mouth. Talking about Mackenzie sleeping with her man. He's not your man. It's not your man. Okay? He's not your man. You're not engaged to him anymore. Y'all not together. It's giving lame. I need you to stop. So they do boxing class. Megan asked Dani about her IG. What happened to it? Dani deactivated it because she still gets pics of Rashad being with Mackenzie. So because of that, she just deactivated the whole thing. Girl, you're so bothered by their relationship. You are so bothered. And some part of me understands because you're still playing that role in his life as his girl, and he's allowing it, and he's playing to both sides. And my thing is this, like, girl, you need to you need to be on his head, not her head. He the one playing both of y'all in your face. You just cried about him parading a bitch in your face. You just cried about that just last week. So why are you making Mackenzie the problem when the problem is really Rashad? If you removed yourself from the engagement and the relationship, then remove yourself completely. Because it's given you probably stopped messing with this man because he had other women. Right? That's my assumption. So if he had other women in a relationship, why would you not have anything with him? No relationship, no engagement, and still allow him to have you and other women? You stupid. You're moving backwards. But anywho, what else happened? So they Dani says that she's then this is another thing. Dani sat up there and said, y'all know I'm still in the dark as well about what's happening between Rashad and Mackenzie. I said, bitch, stop saying that. Stop saying you're in the dark. You're not in the dark. You know very well what's going on between Rashad and Mackenzie. You're highly aware. Period. You know what's going on. So Dani says she reached out to Milan. Milan did not respond. And so they are going to link up later. Dani links up with Milan. Dani says she owes Milan a level of understanding. And I said, no, bitch, you owe Milan an apology. So then she ended up saying she does owe her an apology. Okay. But I also feel like, it was a misunderstanding at the same time. So Milan is upset. And I feel like it doesn't have to be that deep. Milan was on her head top. Milan ain't give her no grace at all. You know, being real quick with her, told her she need to heal from that baby daddy. Like, Milan was ready for her ass. She was ready, but I think to me, it was more than just her hitting her. I feel like it probably was more than that. It probably was more than that. Probably more than just a hit for her to come the way that she came. Because I feel like that could have been like a quick resolve. Like, I didn't mean to do that. You know, it was just a heat of the moment. Whatever. My bad. I just felt like they could have moved forward. But anywho, but that's just my opinion. I think the episode was cool for what it was. I think it was good. And hopefully we won't see this beef between Danielle and Mulan go on any longer. Mulan is going to be bringing her sisters in, and I'm not really interested in seeing her sisters. I'm really not, but she's about to bring them in, and hopefully they won't be too problematic for her. So we'll have to see how that's going to play out. I can't recall everything else that's supposed to happen on the upcoming episode, but that was pretty much it for this particular one. But I'll let you guys continue to chat down in the comments about the episode. Thank you all so much for being here. Definitely make sure you love people that have joined my Patreon. I do see. Thank you guys so much for becoming a patron. And yeah, that's all that I got. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.